Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to game number 2 of the regional semifinals between the Leakey Eagles and your Dehennis Cowgirls, live here on Dehennis Athletics on Facebook and also on YouTube tonight. Once again, this is game number 2, and game 3, if necessary, will be played after game number 2, 30 minutes after. Leakey Eagles are the designated home team for game number 2. Getting the start in the circle for the Eagles is number 13, Anna Fortner. Behind the plate, number 11, Lexi Pendley. At third base, number 10, Angela Lopez. At shortstop, number 3, Courtney Rodriguez. At second base, number 12, Heather Rimkus. At first base is number 23, Katie Salazar. And in the outfield from left to right, number 22, Rainy Hernandez. Number 19, Hayden Rimkus. And number 8, Kaylee Priest. Once again, this is game number 2 of the best of 3 series as Leakey leads the series 1-0. It's a beautiful, breezy evening here so far in Sabinal, Texas. Standing room only here in Sabinal High School. First pitch coming up. Once again, Anna Fortner getting the start. Lexi Penley behind the plate. Angela Lopez, Courtney Rodriguez, Heather Rimkus, and Katie Salazar in the infield. And the outfield, Rainy Hernandez, Hayden Rimkus, and Kaylee Priest. And leading the inning off for the Cowgirls is the senior, number 13, Ryan Majors. Once again, Ryan Majors leading the inning off for the Cowgirls. First pitch is low and outside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Majors hits it, and it's caught by the shortstop, Rodriguez, for out number 1. And up next is number 7, Jaylee Bussey. First pitch is in there for strike 1. Wide up in the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And 2 outs. And up next is the center fielder, number 12, Jessa Frosch. First pitch is in there for strike 1. 1 strike on Frosch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. Frosch swings and fouls that one out of play. So it's 2 strikes on Frosch. The pitch, Frosch hits it to right field. It's going to drop in front of Priest. And it's going to be single for Jessa Frosch. And up next is number 27, Peyton Beard. And Frosch will advance to second under overthrow. So the Cowgirls with a runner in scoring position and Peyton Beard at the plate. First pitch, Beard swings and fouls it out of play. So 1 strike on Peyton. Low in the dirt for ball 1, so 1-1 to count. Once again, Frosch on second. Beard swings and fouls that one back. So 1 ball and 2 strikes on Beard. Outside and low for ball 2, so deuces across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the first, Jessa Frosch on second. Peyton Beard at the plate. And Beard swings and fouls that one back out of play once again. 2-2 the count. 2-2 pitch. Beard sends it up the middle off the pitcher, Fortner. And Frosch will make her way in to score. And Beard with a nice hard shot up the middle, once again off the pitcher, Anna Fortner. And Frosch comes in to score from second. And up next is number 11, Julianne Bussey. First pitch to Bussey. Bussey's check swing sends it deep to right field. Over the head of the right fielder, Priest. Beard being sent in by Martinez. Bussey trailing her behind. And Bussey will hit held up at third base for a stand-up RBI triple for Julianne Bussey. And up next is number 9, Maggie Rohde. First pitch is high and outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on Rohde. Bussey on third. Pitch is high for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. And check swing right Rohde. I'm going to say she went, so 2 balls and 1 strike. Ball low, so 3 balls and 1 strike on Rohde. Once again, Bussey on third, Rohde at the plate. Rohde smacks it deep to left, and it's going to go foul. So full count on Maggie Rohde. Rhodey swings and fouls that one back into the fence. Full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Rhodey. The pitch. Rhodey swings and fouls it off. Count remains full. Pitch gets by the catcher for ball 4. And up next, number 6, Joni Wilson. And courtesy running now on first base is Sage Everett for Maggie Rhodey. So runners on the corners. Bussey on third, Everett on first. And Joni Wilson at the plate. First pitch in there for strike 1. And Everett will steal second. So 1 strike on Wilson. Runners now on second and third. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Pitch. Wilson smacks it deep to left. Fielded by Hernandez. Bussey will come in and score. Everett will come in and score.
Way to go, Joni!
And Joni Wilson clears the bases. A 2-run single. And up next is number 10, Cooper Zachary. First pitch gets by the catcher, and Wilson will advance to second on the pass ball. So 1 ball, no strikes on Zachary. Joni Wilson now on second. And Zachary swings and fouls that one back. Count is now 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike on Zachary. Zachary swings and pops it up down the first base line. He's going to drop foul. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now on the batter with Wilson on second. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Cowgirls have scored 4 runs. Pitch is inside and low for ball 2. So deuces across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the first, Cowgirls 4, Leakey 0. Joni Wilson on second. A pitch fouled off into the glove of the catcher for out number 3. As we head to the bottom of the first inning, Cowgirls lead 4-0. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Getting the start in the circle for the Cowgirls is the freshman number 9, Maggie Rohde. Behind the plate, Julianne Bussey at third base. Ryan Majors at shortstop, Jaylee Bussey. And second base, Joni Wilson. First base, Peyton Beard. And in the outfield from left to right, Cooper Zachary, Jessa Frosch, and Emilia Hitzfelder. And leading off for the Eagles is the shortstop number 3, Courtney Rodriguez. First pitch from Rohde is in there for strike 1. So 1 strike on Rodriguez. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So 2 strikes on the batter. Pitch high and outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Courtney Rodriguez. The pitch inside for ball 2. 2-2 the count. Inside and low, full count. The pitch just missed inside for ball 4. So Rodriguez will draw the walk. And up next is the center fielder number 19, Hayden Rimkus. Now the umpires are going to have a short meeting. Not sure what the issue is. As the umpires huddle up. They're calling both coaches out of the dugout. I believe they're asking both dugouts not to make any noise while the pitcher is pitching. So Hayden Rimkus at the plate. Rodriguez on first. Maggie Rohde in the circle. Julianne Bussey behind the plate. The pitch in the dirt. Bussey fires it to second. And collision on second base. Nice throw by Julianne Bussey. Courtney Rodriguez is up on her feet. So 1 ball, no strikes on Hayden Rimkus. Pitch from Rody. In there for strike 1. So 1-1 to count. Ripkus lays down a bunt. Fielded by Majors at third. Fires it over to first. Nobody there. And Rodriguez will come in and score. And up next is the catcher, number 11, Lexi Pendley. First pitch inside for ball 1. Pitch is low for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes on Pendley. Inside corner for strike 1. So 2 balls and 1 strike on Pendley. Rimkus on second. The pitch just a bit high for ball 3. So 3-1 to count. The pitch in there for strike 2, full count on the batter. The pitch from Rody. In there for a called strike 3 and out number 1. And up next is the first baseman, number 23, Katie Salazar. First pitch, Salazar smacks it to left. Fielded by Zachary, should have fired it home. Cut off by Bussy. And the Eagles with runners on the corners. And up next is the pitcher, number 13, Anna Fortner. In there for strike 1. And Salazar would advance to second on the pitch. So 1 strike on Fortner. Runners on second and third for the Eagles. The pitch in the dirt for ball 1. So 1-1 to count. Good stop by Bussy behind the plate.
They're not supposed to be that friendly.
Pitch is high for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Just a bit high, so 3 balls and 1 strike on Fortner. The pitch. Just a bit high. It's going to load the bases for the Eagles. And up next is number 14, Andy Amaya. So Andy Amaya will be pinch hitting. So bases loaded, 1 out. Amaya at the plate. A pitch from Rhodey. In there for strike 1. Pitch, swing and a miss, caught by Bussey for strike 2. Swung and fouled back into the fence. 2 strikes on Amaya. The pitch from Rhodey. Hit, fielded by Majors, fires it over to first to Beard for out number 2. And Rimpus will come in and score off the infield hit. And up next is the third baseman, number 10, Angela Lopez. First pitch just a bit inside for ball 1. The pitch. Same pitch inside for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes. In there for strike 1. So 2 balls and 1 strike on Lopez. The pitch, nice hard hit, fielded by Bussey, fires it over to first to Beard for out number 3 as we head to the top of the second. Cowgirls lead 4-2. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Once again in the circle for the Eagles, number 13, Anna Fortner. Behind the plate, Lexi Penley. Angela Lopez on third base. Shortstop, Courtney Rodriguez. Second base is now number 14, Andy Amaya. First base, Katie Salazar. The outfield from left to right, Brittany Hernandez, Hayden Rimkus, and Kayleen Priest. And leading the inning off for your Cowgirls is the right fielder, number 3, Emilia Hitzfelder. First pitch is high and outside for ball 1. Pitch is inside. Ball gets by the catcher for ball 2. So 3 balls and no strikes. The pitch high for ball 4. So Hitzfelder will draw the walk. And now we're back to the top of the lineup with the third baseman, number 13, Ryan Majors. First pitch to Majors. Majors lays down to bunt, fielded by Fortner. Fires it over to first in time for out number 1. And Hitzfelder will advance to second. And up next is the shortstop, number 7, J. Lee Bussey. First pitch to Bussey, in there for strike 1. Bussey swing and a miss for strike 2. The pitch from Fortner. High and outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Bussey with Hitzfelder on second. The pitch in the dirt. The ball gets by the catcher. Hitzfelder will advance to third on the pass ball. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Bussey. Two pitch. Bussey smacks it to left field. Gets by Hernandez in left field. Hitzfelder will come in and score. Bussey making her way towards third. And Bussey, J. Lee Bussey, the stand-up RBI triple. And up next is the center fielder, number 12, Jessa Frosch. First pitch is high for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes on Frosch. With 1 out, Bussey on third. Pitch is low for ball 2. 2-0 the count. Ball 3. 3-0 the count on Frosch. The pitch high and inside for ball 4, so Frosch will make her way towards first. And the Cowgirls now with runners on the corners. And up next is the first baseman, number 27, Peyton Beard. First pitch is in there for strike one, and Frosch will steal second. So one strike on Beard. Runners now on second and third. Bussey on third, Frosch on second. Swing and miss for strike two. Beard smacks it, pops it up in the infield, makes his wall, but makes his way towards center field. Catch is made by Rimkus, fires it home, and Bussey will tag up and come in and score. And Frosch will advance to third.
Good job, girls.
And up next is the catcher, number 11, Julianne Bussey. First pitch is high and outside for ball one. Bussey hits it, fielded by Fortner. Fires it over to first for out number 3. And the Cowgirls now lead 6-2. You're watching the Hennis Cowgirls softball. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Remaining in the circle for the Cowgirls, number 9, Maggie Rohde. Ju Bussey behind the plate. Ryan Majors at third base. Jay Bussey at shortstop. Joni Wilson on second. Peyton Beard on first. And in the outfield from left to right, Cooper Zachary, Jessa Frosch, and Amelia Hitzfelder. And leading the inning off for the Eagles will be the right fielder, number 8, Kaylee Priest.
Go, Maggie.
First pitch from Rohde, and Priest will get hit by the pitch. And Priest will take her base. And up next is the left fielder, number 32, Rainy Hernandez. Hernandez showing bunt. And the first pitch is in there for strike one. So one strike on Hernandez, Priest on first. The pitch, Hernandez hits it, fielded by Rohde, fires it over to first to Beard for out number 1. And Priest will advance to second. Now we're back to the top of the lineup with the shortstop, number 3, Courtney Rodriguez. pitch from Rhodey. In there for strike one. Pitch is high and outside for ball one, so 1-1 to count on Rodriguez. Once again, Kaylee Priest on second. Pitch is high for ball two. 2-1 to count. And the ball's hit to left field. Ball gets by Zachary. Frost fields it. Priest will come in and score. And it's going to be a RBI double for Courtney Rodriguez. And up next is the center fielder, number 19, Hayden Rimkus. First pitch from Rhodey is low for ball one. Pitch just a bit high for ball two. So 2 balls and no strikes on Rimkus. In there for strike one. So 2 balls and 1 strike on the batter. Pitch is high for ball 3. Great stop by Jude Bussey. The pitch from Rhodey. High for ball 4, so runners down first and second. And up next is the catcher, number 11, Lexi Pendley. Pendley lays down the bunt. Fielded by Majors, fires it over to first in time. Oh no, they're going to say she is safe. And the bases are loaded for the Eagles. With the first baseman, number 23, Katie Salazar, coming to the plate. Bases loaded. Rodriguez, Rimkus, and Pendley on the bags for the Eagles with Katie Salazar at the plate. First pitch from Rhodey. In there for strike one. Ball inside and low for ball one, so 1-1 to count. Cotner in the hot box. Bussey fires it to Bussey, tags her out at third for out number 2. So the Bussey connection from home. As she fired over to her sister at third for the tag for out number 2. pitch from Rhodey. Smacked. And the ball will make its way to center field. Frosch fires it home. Play at the plate. Bussy catches her. Play at home, and Ripkus will be safe. And up next is the pitcher, number 13, Anna Fortner. Beautiful throw from Frosch from center field to Bussy. So once again, Anna Fortner at the plate with 2 outs. And there's a ball on the field. There is a baseball game right across the field. So 2 outs, bottom of the second. Anna Fortner at the plate. Salazar on first. First pitch is high for ball 1. So runners on the corners for the Eagles. Penley on third, Salazar on first. Just miss. Low for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. A pitch from Rhodey. In there for strike 1. Smack deep to left field, and the catch is made by Cooper Zachary for out number 3 as we head to the top of the third. Cowgirls holding on, leading 6-4. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Cowgirls 6, Leakey 4 as we begin the top of the third. Live here from Semifinal High School. And leading the inning off is the pitcher, number 9, Maggie Rhodey. And the lights are turned on. First pitch from Fortner, low for ball 1. In there for strike 1, so 1-1 to count on Rhodey. Swing and miss for strike 2. Rhodey swings and fouls that one back out of play. remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitch in the dirt for ball 2. 2-2 the count on Rhodey. Rhodey smacks it down the third base side. It's going to go foul. Two and two the count. Pitch is low for ball 3, so full count on Rhodey. Rhodey with a nice hard hit, fielded by Lopez at third, fires it over to first to Salazar for out number 1. And up next is the second baseman, number 6, Joni Wilson. First pitch, Wilson pops it up in the infield, and the catch is made by the shortstop, Courtney Rodriguez, for out number 2. And up next is the left fielder, number 10, Cooper Zachary. First pitch is in there for strike 1. 1 strike on Zachary. Line outside for ball 1, so 1-1 to count. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Pitch is just a bit high, but they're going to call it strike 3. And the Cowgirls holding on to a 6-4 lead as we head to the bottom of the 3rd. We'll be right back. Maggie Rhodey in the circle. Ju Bussey behind the plate. Ryan Majors at third base. Jay Bussey at shortstop. Joni Wilson on second. Peyton Beard on first. And in the outfield from left to right, Cooper Zachary, Jessa Frosch, and Amelia Hitzfelder. And leading the inning off for the Eagles is the second baseman, number 14, Andy Amaya. First pitch from Rhodey is in there for strike 1. The pitch, Maya hits it, and it's going to drop in front at center field. Amaya with the leadoff single for the Eagles. And up next is the third baseman, number 10, Angela Lopez. First pitch is in there for strike one. Bussey fires it over to second. And Amaya is going to be safe on the steal. So no balls and one strike on Lopez. Lopez squares around, lays down a bunt. It's going to roll foul. So we have the count of no balls and 2 strikes on the batter with Amaya on second for Leakey. The pitch from Rhodey, high and outside for ball 1. Pitch is high for ball 2, so 2-2 the count on Lopez. Pitch is low in the dirt for ball 3, full count. Pitch from Rhodey. Low and inside for ball 4. So Lopez now on first. Amaya on second. And up next is the right fielder, number 8, Kaylee Priest. Pitch is in there for strike 1. Inside and low for ball 1, so 1-1 to count on Priest. Swing and a miss for strike 2. The pitch from Rhodey. Swing and a miss for strike 3 and out number 1. And up next is the left fielder, number 32, Rainy Hernandez. Hernandez squares around, shows bunt, pulls back, in there for strike 1. Once again, Hernandez squares around and slaps it down the right field line. Pitch fielder fires it home. Play at the plate, and Amaya will be safe. And the Eagles now with runners on second and third. With the top of the lineup coming up with the shortstop, number 3, Courtney Rodriguez. Ball gets by the catcher for ball one. One ball, no strikes on Rodriguez. Pitch is in there for strike one. So 1-1 to count. So Lopez on third, Hernandez on second. The pitch high for ball two. And that one's fouled back into the fence. Brings the count to 2-2. A 2-2 pitch from Rhodey. High for ball three, full count. And it's going to load up the bases for the Eagles. And up next is the center fielder, number 19, Hayden Rimkus. Rimkus swings and fouls it back out of play. So one strike on Rimkus with the bases loaded. Lopez, Hernandez, and Rodriguez on the bases for Leakey. The pitch in the dirt. Good stop by Bussey. So 1-1 to count. A pitch, swing and a miss for strike two. The pitch from Rhodey. Smack down the left field lines and a blow foul. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes on Rimkus. The pitch high for ball 2. Bussey fires it down the third majors. And Lopez is safe underneath the tag. So 2 balls and 2 strikes on Rimkus. Once again, bases loaded for Leakey. The pitch, smacked, stopped by Bussey, fires it home, not in time. And Lopez will be safe, and the Eagles have rallied back to tie this game at 6 apiece. And up next is the catcher, number 11, Lexi Penley. First pitch, Penley sends a deep shot to center field over the head of Frosch. Hernandez comes in and scores. Rodriguez comes in and scores. And Leakey has taken the lead. Rhodey fires it to second. Wilson tags her out. And Rimkus will come in and score. So 2 outs. And up next is the first baseman, number 23. Katie Salazar, as the Eagles have rallied back from behind and now lead 9-6. First pitch is low for ball 1. The pitch outside for ball 2. Pitch is high for ball 3, so 3 balls and no strikes on Salazar. And Salazar swings and fouls that one down the third base line. 3 balls and 1 strike. The pitch is high for ball 4, so Salazar will draw the walk. And up next is the pitcher, number 13, Anna Fortner. And head coach Jose Martinez will call time. Speak to his infield. Once again, now at the plate for the Eagles is number 13, Anna Fortner. First pitch. Just missed for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes on Fortner. The pitch from Rhodey. In there for strike 1, so 1-1 to count on Fortner with Salazar on first. The pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. Bussey fires it over to first, not in time. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Fortner. The pitch inside for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Outside, full count.
Go, Maggie.
Swung and fouled out of play. Count remains full on Anna Fortner. The pitch swung and fouled out of play. Count remains full. The pitch from Rhodey, high for ball 4. And up next is second baseman, number 14, Andy Amaya. And now we have a courtesy running out on first base, number 1, Angelina Palacios. Once again, Angelina Palacios, courtesy running out for Anna Fortner now first. So Salazar on second, Palacios on first. And Andy Amaya at the plate for Leakey. First pitch is low for ball 1. One ball and no strikes on Amaya. The pitch in there for strike 1, so 1-1 to count. Myers hits it to center field. Fielded by Frosch. She fires it in. And the bases are now loaded once again for Leakey with the third baseman, number 10, Angela Lopez, now at the plate. The pitch inside for ball 1. In there for strike 1, so 1-1 to count. Lopez swings and fouls it back into the fence. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Lopez. The pitch from Rhodey. Chopped foul on the third base line. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3 and out number 3 as the Eagles climb back from behind and score 5 runs to have taken the lead as we head to the top of the 4th. Leakey 9, Dehennis 6. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the 4th, Leakey 9, Dehennis 6. Once again, Anna Fortner in the circle for the Eagles. Lexi Penley behind the plate. Angela Lopez at third base. Courtney Rodriguez at shortstop. Andy Amaya on second. Katie Salazar on first. And in the outfield from left to right, Rainy Hernandez, Hayden Ripkes, and Kaylee Priest. And leading off for the Cowgirls is the right fielder, number 3, Emilia Hitzfielder. First pitch is in there for strike 1. Hitzfielder swings, pops it up, and a catch is made by the first baseman, Salazar, for out number 1. And up next is the third baseman, number 13, Ryan Majors. First pitch is high for ball 1. High for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes on Majors. The pitch from Fortner in there for strike 1. Pitch slapped and fouled. 2-2 the count. And call it strike 3 for out number 2. next is the shortstop, number 7, J. Lee Bussey. First pitch gets by the catcher for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes on Bussey. Swing and a miss for strike 1. So 1-1 to count. Bussey hits it, fielded by the second baseman, and Bussey will reach first safely on the infield hit. And up next is the center fielder, number 12, Jessa Frosch. First pitch, outside corner for strike 1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. High for ball 1. And Penley fires it over to second. And Bussey will get caught stealing for out number 3. As we head to the bottom of the 4th, Leakey 9, Dehennis 6. Leading off for the Eagles is the right fielder, number 8, Kaylee Priest. First pitch is low for ball 1. In there for strike 1, so 1-1 to count on Priest. The pitch from Rhodey, high for ball 2. High and outside, so 3 balls and 1 strike on the batter.
I get to do more, Austin.
Just missed inside for ball 4. So Priest would advance to first. And up next is the left fielder, number 32, Rainy Hernandez. Hernandez showing bunt. Ball gets by the catcher. Priest will advance to second. So 1 ball, no strikes on Hernandez. Pitch is low for ball 2. Once again, Hernandez showing bunt. In there for strike 1. Hernandez hits it and finds an open spot. Balls to right field. And his fielder fired in. And up next, top of the lineup, the shortstop, number 3, Courtney Rodriguez. Priest now on third, Sala Hernandez on first. First pitch, Hernandez still second. 1 ball and no strikes on Rodriguez. The pitch is in there for strike 1, so 1-1 to count. Smack down the third base line, foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. The pitch from Rhodey. Smack to center field. Priest will come in to score. Hernandez will get held up on third. The hit by Courtney Rodriguez. And up next is the center fielder, number 19, Hayden Rimkus. Rimkus lays down the bunt, fielded by Majors. Fires it to first, Beard. Play at home, not in time. Hernandez will be safe. And Rodriguez will advance to third with 1 out. And up next, the catcher, number 11, Lexi Pendley. First pitch just missed inside for ball 1. Pitch is in there for strike one, so 1-1 to count. Ball's hit, fielded by Bussey at short, bobbled by Bussey, and Penley will be safe at first, and Rodriguez will come in and score. And up next is the first baseman, number 23, Katie Salazar. First pitch gets by Bussey. Penley will be held up at second. One ball, no strikes on Salazar. Pitch is high for ball two. Pitch is in there for strike one. Three balls and one strike. Salazar swings and fouls it back into the fence. Brings the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. On the batter with 1 out. With Pendley on second for Leakey. And the shot deep to left field is off the pole. And it is a 2-run home run for Katie Salazar as Penley comes in to score. And once again, a 2-run home run by Katie Salazar off the left field pole. And Leakey now leads 14-6. And now coming in the pitch for the Cowgirls, moving from shortstop to pitcher, is number 7, Jaylee Bussey. And Maggie Rohde will move over to shortstop. So we can let her warm up, and we're going to take a minute. We'll be right back. New pitcher for the Cowgirls, number 7, Jaylee Bussey. And now at the plate for Leakey is the pitcher, number 13, Anna Fortner. First pitch is in there for strike one. That pitch just missed outside for ball one. So 1-1 to count on Fortner. Pitch is hit down the third base line, foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes on the batter with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Penley sends a shot to left field in front of Fortner. And Fortner advances to second. And up next is the second baseman, number 14, Andy Amaya. And now moving from right field to second base is Amelia Hitzfelder. And moving from second base to right field is Joni Wilson. Maya lays down a bunt, and it's going to roll foul. So 1 strike on Amaya. Once again, Fortner on second. The pitch from Bussey. Bunt attempt is fouled off the foot of the batter. So no balls and 2 strikes. Maya swings, pops it up in the infield. Catch is made by the second baseman, Amelia Hitzfelder, for out number 2. And up next is the third baseman, number 10, Angela Lopez. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Pitch is high and outside for ball 1, so 1-1 to count. Ball off the glove of Bussey, fielded by Beard, and Fortner would advance to third. Pitch is inside for ball 2. Two balls and 1 strike. Pitch in the dirt for ball 3. So 3 balls and 1 strike now on Lopez. And Lopez will make her way towards first. And up next is the right fielder, number 8, Kaylee Priest. First pitch hit, fielded by Rhodey. Fires it over to first. Off the glove of Beard. Fortner will come in and score. And Lopez will advance to third. And once again, the Eagles with runners on the corners. And up next is the left fielder, number 32, Rainy Hernandez. So once again, Rainy Hernandez at the plate. Lopez on third. Priest on first. Hernandez squares around, shows bunt. In there for strike one. Once again, Hernandez showing bunt. Hernandez hits it, and it's going to drop in right field, fielded by Wilson. Lopez will come in and score. And Priest now on second, Hernandez on first. And now coming up to the plate, the shortstop, number 3, Courtney Rodriguez. Pitch is in there for strike one. One strike on the batter. Pitch is high for ball one, so 1-1 to count. Pitch hit. Ball makes its way to left field, fielded by Zachary. She fires it home. That's going to load up the bases for Leakey. And up next is the center fielder, number 19, Hayden Rimkus. Outside for ball one. Inside and low for ball two. Bussy fires it over to third. Majors. Priest is safe. 2 balls and no strikes on Rimkus. The pitch from Bussy. High for ball 3. Off the glove. Ball makes its way into left field, and Priest will come in and score. But Majors applied the tag. Ball came out, and the umpire called her out. Now the umpire's going to have a conference. Say Hernandez is safe, and the run will be coming, will count, and Leakey now leads 17-6. And now head coach Jose Martinez will go out and protest the call with the third base umpire. So 3 balls and no strikes on the center fielder, number 19, Hayden Rimkus. Rimkus swings and pops it up in the infield. And off the glove of Majors. And Hernandez will come in and score. And Rodriguez on third. Runners on the corners for the Eagles. And up next is the catcher, number 11, Lexi Penley. Inside, ball gets by the catcher. And Rodriguez will come in and score. And Rimkus advances to third. Pitch from Bussey. Swung and popped up. And it's going to drop in over the shortstop. And Rimkus will come in and score. And up next is the first baseman, number 23, Katie Salazar. In there for strike one. So 2 balls and 1 strike on the batter with Farmer on first. Outside off the glove of Bussey. Farmer's going to advance to second. And a nice hard hit down to left field, fielded by Zachary. He's going to fire it in. And Leakey with runners on the corners. And up next is the pitcher, number 13, Anna Fortner. First pitch in there for strike one. Fortner with a nice hard shot down the third base line. Foul. No balls and 2 strikes. And Fortner will get hit by the pitch. He's going to load up the bases. And up next is the second baseman, number 14, Andy Amaya. First pitch, Amaya swings and pops it up. And the catch is made by the center fielder, Jessa Frosch, for out number 3 as we head to the top of the 5th. Leakey 20, the Hennis 6. Leading the inning off for the Cowgirls, center fielder, number 12, Jessa Frosch. First pitch is in there for strike one. In there for strike two, so no balls and 2 strikes on Frosch. Frosch swings and fouls it out of play. The pitch high and inside for ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Frosch. The pitch swung and fouled back into the fence. Count remains 1-2. The pitch, changeup, ball gets by the catcher. And they're going to throw it to first for out number 1. And up next is the first baseman, number 27, Peyton Beard. First pitch is low for ball 1. And Beard sends a shot to center field and is caught by Hayden Rimkus for out number 2. And up next is the catcher, number 11, Julianne Bussey. First pitch swung and fouled back into the fence. So 1 strike on Bussey. Pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. The pitch, Bussy hits it. Fielded by Rodriguez at short, fires it over to first. And Bussy's going to be safe as Salazar's foot was off the base. And up next is the shortstop, number 9, Maggie Rohde. First pitch is inside for ball 1. And Rohde swings and fouls that one back. So 1-1 to count on Rohde. Inside and low for ball 2. Swing and a miss for strike 2 and deuces across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 5th, Leakey leads 20-6. Maggie Rohde at the plate with Bussy on first. And the pitch, low for ball 3. Full count on Rohde. The pitch inside for ball 4. And up next is the right fielder, number 6, Joni Wilson. First pitch is low for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on Wilson. Bussy on second. Rohde on first. Ball gets by the catcher. Runners will advance to second and third. It's 2 balls and no strikes on Wilson. Wilson smacks it deep to center field. Over the head of Rimkus. Bussy will come in to score. Rohde will come in to score. Wilson will be safe at third. And from the throw to third base, third baseman got hit in the face with the ball.
Hey, you don't talk like that to our kids. No, sir. Hey, they're making fun of her.
And now the crowd's getting out of hand here. And the third baseman, Angela Lopez, appears to be okay. Now the umpires are asking for the Dehennis fans to move away from the Leakey fans. And Lopez will remain in the game. She appears to be okay. Good thing she was wearing that face mask to protect her face. Joni Wilson on third, and now coming up to the plate is the left fielder, number 10, Cooper Zachary. And back to play we go. Anna Fortner in the circle, Cooper Zachary at the plate, Joni Wilson on third base. 2 outs. First pitch, swing and a miss for strike one. And Zachary swings and fouls that one back out of play. 2 strikes on Zachary.